Today, just for fun, I thought I'll answer this question for you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I share my faith with people, they say something like this. John, I can't believe in God unless I see a miracle first. Show me a miracle. Now, does that happen to you? What do you do when someone says that to you? Well, for me, when someone tells me that, sometimes I say, well, okay, let's play that game. You want to see a miracle? Give me a couple of elastic bands. Just ordinary elastic bands. And in fact, sometimes I do walk around with a couple of elastic bands in my pocket. Just like these. These are ordinary elastic bands. And this is what I do. I take one elastic band and stretch it just like this, point it at them and flick it really hard. Now, I definitely don't do that. I'm just joking, and I don't recommend you do that either. What I actually do is this. I take one elastic band and put it in one hand between my index finger and thumb, and I do the same with the other one and lock them behind each other. And as you can see, it doesn't come out this way, or this way. And then I do it again, this way, or this way. And then I show them nice and carefully, right before their eyes, how they come right through, just like that. At this point, they say, wow, what is that? How amazing is that? Do it again. Show me how it's done. And then I do the same trick again right before their eyes, and they still can't figure it out. And then I say, you said you wanted to see a miracle, and there you have it. Are you ready to repent and put your trust in Jesus now? What do you think they say? They say, no, of course not. That's not a miracle. It's just a trick. You see, that's the problem with wanting to see a miracle. If you don't want to believe, not even a miracle will convince you. You'll find a reason, an excuse not to believe. If you see a man walk on water or changing water into wine, you'll just say it's a trick. If you see God himself, you'll call it an illusion. Even if you see a man rising from the dead, you won't believe it. You'll claim he never died in the first place, or you'll deny he even existed. Does that remind you of anyone that people make this kind of excuses about? Do you remember when Jesus told the story about the rich man and Lazarus in Hades? The rich man said to Abraham, send Lazarus to my family. They'll listen to someone who comes back from the dead. What did Abraham say? Abraham said, if they don't listen to Moses and the prophets, they won't be convinced even if someone rises from the dead. If someone asks me for a miracle, then I tell them, well, if you want to see a real miracle, then repent and put your trust in Jesus. Because the moment you do that, something amazing happens. God changes you from the inside. He gives you a new heart, new desires, and all of a sudden you start loving the things you used to hate and hating the things you used to love and want to glorify and honor God in your life. It's one big transformation that you cannot deny or explain away. Do this today and watch that miracle take place before your very eyes.